Breaking news. All eyes are on Taiwan tonight. Lisa BLACKPINK has just landed at Kaohsiung International Airport, ready to kick off the next chapter of her Deadline Tour 2025. Yes, you heard that right, Lisa, the global icon, has officially arrived in Taiwan after a string of explosive shows across Southeast Asia that set social media on fire. But wait, there's something deeper behind that radiant smile and elegant stride tonight, something involving an emotional message from none other than Frederick Arno. Before we dive into what really happened, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see Lisa forever. Ready? Let's go. Visuals cut in, fast-paced clips of Lisa stepping into the arrival hall. The sound of screaming fans fills the air. Posters reading, "Lisa Taiwan welcomes you," wave like a sea of pink and black. Lisa appears in a sleek black outfit, Celine leather jacket, dark shades, and tall boots catching the camera flashes. She waves, smiling softly. But anyone watching closely can see it, there's something different in her eyes tonight. Tempo slows. Background music fades to a low hum. Lisa looks emotional, a reporter whispers. It's as if she's carrying something heavy inside. Moments later, the Deadline Tour official Instagram drops a black and white photo of Lisa gazing out an airplane window, with a single caption, "Sometimes, you have to say goodbye to grow." Boom. The internet erupts. Is this a hint? A message? Is Lisa saying farewell to something, or someone? As fans flood the comments, one message stands out among the thousands. A verified account. Frederick Arno. His words? "Proud of you, always." Followed by a white heart and an hourglass emoji. Zoom in. Heartbeats echo under the narration. The internet freezes. Theories explode. Are they really together? Is this a breakup message? Or is this something much deeper, something unspoken? Before the rumors spiral further, Lisa posts an Instagram story. 15 seconds long. No heavy makeup. Just her bare face, a hint of tears in her eyes. "Kaohsiung," she says softly. "I waited so long for this night. Let's make it unforgettable." She smiles, a fragile, sincere smile. Pattern interrupt. Beat kicks in. Stadium shots flash across the screen, Kaohsiung Arena glowing under the night sky. Thousands of blinks waving light sticks as the hashtag Lisa Deadline Tour Kaohsiung shoots to #1 worldwide. Meanwhile, Korean media outlets like Dispatch and Sumpy begin picking up Frederick's comment. Articles recall their rumored connection from 2023, with resurfaced photos of the two in Paris, moments that once made headlines. But tonight, it's not about gossip. Tonight, Lisa stands not just as a performer, but as a symbol of strength, vulnerability, and rebirth. Cut to backstage. The camera trembles slightly, handheld, intimate. Lisa sits in front of a mirror, microphone in hand, silver futuristic outfit gleaming under the lights. Her manager's voice breaks the silence. "Ready?" Lisa meets her own reflection. A deep breath. A nod. Music begins, stage doors open. Blinding lights flood the scene. The crowd roars. Boom, Lisa takes the stage. The opening beats of Rockstar thunder through the arena. Her movements sharp, confident, unstoppable. But mid-set, she pauses. The crowd goes quiet. "Kaohsiung," she says, voice trembling slightly. "You waited for me, and I waited for you too. This city means something special tonight." A hush falls. Then she adds, "Someone once told me that growth means being brave enough to let go." Her gaze lifts toward the screen behind her. A montage begins to play, clips of her world tour, moments of exhaustion, triumph, and fleeting shots of Paris. Of him, the crowd gasps. Some cry. Some cheer. Social media explodes. Lisa and Frederick skyrockets to global trending. But here's the twist. Sources close to Lisa's team reveal that moments before the concert, her manager received a message from Frederick himself. It read, "She deserves the world. Tell her I'll be watching, even from afar." And he was. Fans spot a man in a black suit sitting quietly in the VIP section, wearing a mask and cap. The camera zooms in for a split second. The shape of his eyes, unmistakable. Frederick Arno. The tempo slows again. The final song begins, La Lisa, Reborn mix. Lisa's voice cracks slightly, emotion overflowing. The arena turns into a sea of white lights, and at the very last moment, as the song fades, the giant screen behind her flashes one line: "To everyone who believed in me, this is for you." Thunderous applause. Lisa bows deeply, smiling through tears. A smile that says it all, an ending, and a beginning. Outside, fireworks burst over the Kaohsiung night sky. Then, suddenly, a new promo flashes across the arena's LED walls: Deadline Tour Finale, Seoul, December 2025. Crowd screams. Internet breaks. No one saw this coming. The music fades. The narration returns, calm, emotional, yet charged with energy. Tonight, Lisa didn't just perform. She transformed. In a world obsessed with perfection, she reminded us what authenticity looks like. What courage feels like. And that sometimes, the most powerful goodbyes lead to the most beautiful beginnings. For Frederick Arno, his quiet message became a statement of support, not spectacle, a reminder that behind every global superstar, there's someone who believes unconditionally. Pattern interrupt one last time. Fast cuts of Lisa's arrival, the concert, the fireworks, the final bow, flashing between cheers and the echo of her voice, then silence. Only her voice remains, soft and clear. Deadline doesn't mean the end. It means it's time to begin again. Fade out. The Deadline Tour 2025 logo glows on screen, and if you made it this far, you already know this wasn't just a concert. It was a story of love, resilience, and rebirth. So hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Lisa meant tonight? And share this with every blink around the world. Because something huge is waiting for us in Seoul this December. Stay tuned. Because Lisa's story is just getting started. And just when everyone thought the night was over, Kaohsiung had one more surprise in store. The stadium lights dimmed once again, the crowd still roaring for an encore. Lisa had already walked backstage, wrapped in a silver shawl, surrounded by her dancers and crew. But then, a call came through her in-ear monitor. A producer's voice, trembling with excitement: "Lisa, there's one last message you need to see." She turned toward the main screen, her breath still heavy from the performance. The massive LED wall flickered back to life. The arena hushed. Slowly, a video began to play, a montage of unseen footage: Lisa in the studio, laughing with her dancers, rehearsing until midnight. Then a clip of her in Paris, sitting on a rooftop at sunset, and then, his voice, Frederick Arnault's voice. Calm. Deep. Familiar. "Lisa," he said, "tonight isn't just another show. It's your story. It's every choice, every fear, every dream you never gave up on. I've watched you from the shadows, from the crowd, from across oceans. And every time, I see the same fire in your eyes, the fire that reminds the world what it means to chase something real." The arena erupted. Fans screamed, cried, recorded every second. Lisa covered her mouth, visibly overwhelmed. She took a deep breath, her eyes glistening. Frederick's message continued. "You once told me deadlines scare you," he said. "But maybe deadlines are what make dreams real. Because they remind us that time is precious, and so are the people we meet along the way." The video faded to black, leaving only one line on screen: "To the one who never stops growing, deadline is just the beginning." The audience began chanting her name over and over. "Lisa. Lisa. Lisa." Pattern interrupt, camera flashes, slow motion tears, and the thunder of applause. Lisa stepped back onto the stage, holding the mic close to her lips. "You guys," she said, voice shaking. "That wasn't planned. I didn't even know about that video." The crowd cheered louder. But maybe that's what makes tonight so special. Because sometimes, the universe gives you exactly what your heart needs, even when you don't expect it. She smiled, a single tear rolling down her cheek. "Frederick, if you're watching, thank you. For believing in me when I almost forgot how to believe in myself." The crowd roared again. Fans raised banners with words like "Forever proud of you" and "Lisa, you inspire us." The emotion in the air was electric, something that couldn't be scripted. The music shifted. A soft piano intro began to play. Lisa looked at her band and nodded. "This one," she whispered, "is for everyone who's ever had to start over." She sang an unreleased track, a surprise acoustic version of "Begin Again," rumored to be from her upcoming solo album. The lyrics were raw, fragile, and deeply personal. "I lost myself in the noise, but found my voice in the silence. Every end taught me how to breathe again." The stadium glowed with thousands of foam lights swaying to the rhythm. The performance felt less like a concert and more like a confession. When the last note faded, she stood still, eyes closed, soaking in the energy. The crowd's chant echoed through the night, an ocean of love and gratitude. Afterward, backstage, Lisa was seen sitting quietly, scrolling through her phone. She paused on a message, an unread text. From Frederick. Just 3 words, "You did beautifully." She smiled faintly, typed a reply, then put her phone face down. Her stylist asked, "So, how does it feel?" Lisa looked up. "It feels like I'm finally free." Outside, fans waited long after midnight, singing "Money" and "Flower" in unison. The hashtag Lisa Freedom trended globally within minutes. News outlets from Billboard to Vogue picked up the story, calling it Lisa's most emotional night yet. But amidst the noise, Lisa posted one final message on her X, formerly Twitter, account, "Kaohsiung, you reminded me why I started. Thank you for helping me find my heartbeat again." Deadline continues. Seoul, are you ready? It gathered over 5 million likes in less than 2 hours, and somewhere in Paris, Frederick Arno reposted it with a single caption, "Always behind you." Zoom in. The sound of a clock ticking. The Deadline Tour logo flashes once more. A timer appears beneath it. Final chapter begins, 60 days. The screen fades to black. Voiceover, deep, cinematic, and calm. This isn't just music. It's evolution. From Bangkok to Kaohsiung to Seoul. Lisa's not chasing fame anymore. She's chasing truth. And the world is finally catching up. The final frame lingers on her silhouette, standing under a single spotlight, mic in hand, hair flowing in the wind. A heartbeat, then her voice. Deadline never meant goodbye. Fade out. If you're still watching, this is your moment to join the story. Hit like, comment your thoughts, and tag a blink who needs to feel this energy. Because something tells us, the Seoul finale will change everything. Stay tuned, because the Queen isn't done yet.